Welcome to the Miracles and Wellness Podcast. My name is Clarissa and I'm your life and wellness coach and also a beauty expert. I am so happy and grateful that you are here. We'll be discussing all things health and wellness, feeling empowered, and loving yourself more while connecting your mind, body, and spirit. Always know that you can manifest whatever you desire for your greater well-being in your life, because I believe that miracles are for everyone. Hello there, friends. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So today or tonight, it is daylight savings time. So, you could have your all kinds of feelings about that. But, ultimately, it kind of affects our sleep. I do like those longer days, especially when the weather starts breaking, because I'm all about that beautiful sunlight. I just love it. But what it does do for a lot of us, it messes with our sleep. Something as small or big as 1 hour can affect us so much, right? You might be feeling groggy and just a little out of it. I mean, when you think about it, half the time we already do not get enough sleep, right? So then taking that away from us, it's like, oh no. So let's just try to go over some tips just to help us sleep better. And they do say when you are sleep deprived, it's like being drunk, right? So because you're just not fully aware, you're just kind of out of it. You ever just feel like tired? You had a long day and you're just trying to make it home. He's like, man, I need to keep my eyes open. I am almost there. I got to make it home safely. And so that, on top of losing that extra hour of sleep, is not good. All right. So let's get into it. So one thing we can do, which I always try to recommend, is for people to have like a wine dine hour. And then you're just giving yourself that space to just be centered and just relax, so that whenever it is time for you actually to go to bed, you're actually easier for you to fall asleep. Because sometimes you're just laying there and you're just restless, So this will help you. So for example, on my phone in the health app that you probably have there's also a button for you to activate sleep. And so it'll help you automatically try to wind down. So your phone will silence. So calls and messages will still come in, but they won't ring or ding for you. So you will not be just tempted to just look in your phone, take all these calls, do all the things. So it's like one less distraction for you, and it'll help settle your mind. I mean, sometimes I'm not in the bed like I should be, but my phone will be off. So it's just one less thing, right? It was really helpful. And you also can put it not in the room, right? So put it outside of your room, put it in kitchen or just wherever it is. It's just harder for you to get to. That will also help you in the morning for you not like checking your email like the first thing you do, but just giving that time to yourself, whatever that morning routine is for you, and it'll just all work together so that you're not so restless, right? So that is good. So having a good routine before you go to bed is ideal, and it'll just help get you into that state of mind where you can rest easier, right? So just having some activities also that you could have set in place. So just like you have your morning routine, you have your night routine, all right? So what is something that is relaxing for you? I could give you suggestions of a good sleep meditation. So something I do with my clients is I ask them to try to meditate. And not everybody meditates when I start working with them, but they feel so amazing once they start doing it, especially if your job is like super high energy. You always got to be on and ready. And that can be stressful sometimes. So it's harder for you to wind down because your mind might be running. So allowing yourself to get into that meditative state will help put you at ease, right? And you could also pair that with journaling. So getting whatever thoughts that are running around in your head onto paper, just getting them out so that you can go to bed with a fresh slate. You'd be like, so if somebody was bothering you, or you were just stressed out, or just whatever it is, get whatever those thoughts out onto paper so you could meditate, then journal, then meditate again, or just meditate and journal, whatever it is, right? Just giving yourself that space just to let it all out. And if you are not used to meditating, you could just start with 5 or 10 minutes. And then as you get more used to it, you're going to feel amazing and the joys from it. And you're actually going to become rather joyous by meditating, because you're going to be like, oh man, I need to do that. It's going to become a habit, because you're going to know that your body is going to relax and be able to sleep easier, right? And so that's going to be great. So even when I work with somebody, if they're not used to meditating, by the end of it all, they have a routine down where they add meditation into it, you know. And also, you could also do yoga, whether there's different kinds of yoga. So even if you just want to do something relaxing, just stretch your body out, like say even sitting at a desk or something of this nature, just, you know, we can hold our tension in our shoulders, right? Especially if you're on the computer and you're typing, or, you know, you're speaking, or whatever this is, just allowing your body to stretch out, just get all those kinks out, just let it go, right? Compared to working out a little bit more vigorously, like in the beginning, like say tomorrow, for instance, instead of going to the gym at night, if that's your thing, some people go in the morning, some people go in the evening, maybe for the first couple of days or a week or so, until you get adjusted to the time change, you start working out in the morning or the afternoon. Try fitting it somewhere else in your schedule, because a lot of times it can make you energized. Like I know whenever I work out, I feel so pumped and so good that I have more energy, right? I don't know if that's you or not, but I know I do. The endorphins is kicking in and I'm like, bam, I'm ready to take on the world. Let's go, right? And so we might want to just tone that down in the beginning up until our body gets adjusted to that time change. Because if you work out in the evening and then you try to go to bed, you might be amped up, okay? So just, you can try that out and see if that helps you, right? Just a suggestion. So switching that out with the yoga, right? Or just stretching it out, or whatever that is. Just finding out what works for you, okay? And then even with you trying to move your workout to a different time, try your best to stay on schedule. So if you're used to waking up at a certain time and going to bed to a certain time, and other blocks that you have set in your calendar, try your best to stay in line with most of that that's already down, so that it'll be easier for you to flow into that, right? It'll just be easier for your body to regulate your sleep patterns and get the most out of the hours you sleep, you know? So even on the weekends, if possible, I know sometimes weekends could be hectic, you know, kids are running around, just all the things, but just trying your best, you know, so we could flow into this, you know, our little daylight savings times. Okay. And just knowing how much sleep do you need? They say the average amount is to try to at least get 7-8 hours. I know sometimes it's difficult. All of our schedules are different and our bodies are different, right? You might need more, or maybe you have a newborn at home and you're just like, I can't sleep that much because I got to keep getting up. I mean, it all depends on the season that you are in. I mean, that's with everything, right? So just being aware of that, you know, and just trying your best to stay on that path. And so after you do your meditation or your light stretching, whatever that is for you, try to avoid your stimulants. So try not to have a yummy cup of coffee before you go to bed, or just even like alcohol, right? Because it's going to affect you. Your sleep is not going to be as great. Okay. So try to limit that 4 to 6 hours before if possible. And also, you know, with alcohol, you might feel like you want to go to sleep and feel tired, but actually it's messing with your system. You're actually not getting a good quality of sleep, right? So it's actually doing the opposite. Even though it might appear in the beginning that you're getting better sleep because you're just tired or something like that, but it's really going to affect the quality of your sleep. And then you notice you might wake up even more groggy on top of the fact that you're losing sleep. All right. So swap that out with some nice tea, get a book, and with your phone in the other room, you will be good to go. All right. So I hope these tips helped you guys. And until next time.
If you like my mommy show, leave a review. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for coming by. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a written review. Until next time, love and light.